Hi there! Are you ready to discover new SEOZoom features with me? This time, we're going to take a look at the SEO Spider section that can be found both in the project area menu and the site one. The Spider is a tool that allows you to crawl sites in order to deeply analyze their structure. It is a complex tool because it offers technical data that must be interpreted as best as possible, but it is also the means to take a step forward and really be able to improve one site. The SEOZoom Spider shows how a website is viewed by the Google Spider, highlighting anomalies and all possible errors, and to simplify its use, filters such as errors and warnings have been added, grouping together the different issues to act on. But let's try it so to actually see how it works. First, we click on New Scan. It will be helpful for you to know that the number of scans you can initiate is equal to the maximum number of projects in your SEOZoom subscription. Let's then continue by entering a name for the scan and the domain. Also, be careful to choose the correct protocol. There are two parameters to set. The courtesy level allows you to choose the seconds that must elapse between scan requests from the Spider. If you choose 1, for example, every second the Spider will scan a page. Although a level like this, that is too high, could be critical if your hosting is not that performing. On average, a level set to 3 may be the ideal choice. Scan depth indicates how deep, in terms of structure, the Spider has to go in order to scan the website. Depending on your needs, you can make the scan more or less deep. It is also useful here to remember that the number of pages scanned depends again on the SEOZoom plan you subscribe to. For the Lite plan, for example, the scan can go up to 500 pages, in the Professional plan up to 1,000, and so on. Lastly, there are two more choices you can make before starting the analysis. You can either choose to restrict the scan to a folder that is indicated in the URL you provided by activating this selector. Or below, you can indicate in the box a path to be excluded from the scan if you need to have a specific selection of pages on the website. When you're ready, click Save and wait for the SEOZoom Spider to crawl the pages with the rules and parameters you set. The Spider's crawl times may vary, depending on the website you enter. But when the crawl is complete, it will be shown inside the Scan Status column with additional information about the number of pages crawled and the date of the scan. It is always useful to keep an eye on the start date, since if you make any future change to the website you want to scan, you will need to remember to start a new crawl to get the updated data. Of course, if you want to delete the scan, simply click on Delete from here. Now it is time to look at the Spider dashboard together. Let's then click on View to load the data. There is a lot of data available, but in this video we will see the main values. Always remember that the Spider scans and indicates what is or is not on your web pages, but it cannot tell you how to process the data. Your experience and expertise are needed to figure out what changes to implement on the website. In the first table, there are all the URLs that the Spider has scanned, and we can see here that the classic Spider data is combined with the keyword info in the database. For each URL, you can then see the status code of the page, if it is blocked by the robot file, the number of keywords placed for that URL, along with the estimated volume of the page, and the number of clicks from the home page. A very useful piece of information to understand the structure of the site. In the end, here's the number of inbound and outbound links found on each page. The URLs in this table can be filtered according to preset parameters that help you display only the data actually useful to you. From the horizontal menu, you can access the different resources the Spider has scanned, like images, title tags, descriptions, and so on. Very useful to identify possible anomalies right away are the canonical and directive sections. To further facilitate data reading, SEOZoom offers you two specific filters: errors and warnings. The errors filter displays the actual issues in the analyzed site, considering as correct the elements reflecting the good practices suggested by Google. While the warning filter displays the elements that are not exactly errors but could be improved in the website. On both menus, we can look at the individual warning or error, and by clicking on the category, we can access the specific reference. On top of the main table, by activating the Show Info selector here, the tool will also help you better understand the type of error or alert you are viewing. By accessing the scroll tree here, we can see how the SEOZoom Spider has scanned the analyzed website, like each step of the way, and for each URL, the tool will again offer a side box with a whole range of information about the page, delving more into all the tags that were found. Our SEO Spider is a great ally for your business. A high-performing, well-optimized website is one that is more likely to please Google, and for that, more likely to be able to easily gain organic rankings. Try yourself now! Thanks for watching, and see you on the next video.